Good morning. I'm blessed to be with you this morning. I want to say thank you for being here this morning. Whether you're here in church or watching our live stream, thank you for all you do to support St. Thomas' mission of being Christ in the world. I'm curious to know who, if anyone, doesn't like to be thanked. Is there anyone that doesn't like to be thanked? I know there may be some who maybe don't like to be recognized, as it may make them uncomfortable, but I would bet the majority of us like to be thanked. Whether it's a child being thanked for drawing a picture, an employee finishing a project on time, or holding the door open for someone, it's just a natural desire. And our readings reflect what happens when we're thanked or not thanked for something we've done for someone else. I'm wondering if thanking others has actually become out of style in our culture. What do you think? Our first reading from the second book of Kings focuses on the army commander who goes to Elisha the prophet to be healed. After Naaman plunges into the Jordan River as instructed by Elisha, Naaman realizes he's been healed. Even though Naaman is from Aram, a political power that often clashed with Israel, he and Elisha are able to be civil with each other. Naaman even returns to thank Elisha, and then Elisha refuses to take the gift presented to him for the kindness that he demonstrated. It seems that Elisha doesn't realize that Naaman has not only returned to thank him, but to acknowledge that God is the one who actually healed him, as well as acknowledging that they are standing on holy ground. So why doesn't Elisha accept Naaman's offer of thanks? One thought is that Elisha is humbled so much that he's almost embarrassed. And really, it's not the reason for his ministry. It's still good, though, to recognize that it was important for Naaman to thank Elisha. In the second reading from St. Paul, he's so focused on his mission of bringing the gospel message to the world, even from prison, Paul's not looking for glory of any kind. He knows that he's being treated as a criminal, but yet he bears it for the sake of those being called and doesn't say a word about wanting to be thanked. In the gospel, after healing 10 lepers, and only one coming back to thank Jesus, we hear Jesus almost in a tone of disgust, asking where the other 9 are that were healed. Why didn't any of the other 9 come back to thank Jesus? The disease at that time would force people to be ostracized from their community, which would be even more of a reason to offer thanks to Jesus for their healing. So my thought that saying thank you has gone out of style isn't necessarily the case. It may be that people struggle with remembering to say it. And this has been happening for a lot longer than I thought. What really gets me is that I know I'm guilty of not thanking others when I could have. I don't think I've done it on purpose, but I know I've left a store or two with 2 or 3 bags or 4 bags in hand, forgetting to thank the person bagging it for me. But wait, shouldn't they be thanking me for my business? Wait a minute, maybe that's not the issue. Our perception of who should thank who. Okay, Deacon Joe, where are you going with all this, you may be asking? I mentioned that I would talk about what happens when we're thanked by someone for doing something for them. Measurable changes in a person's mood and mental status can take place when the simple words, thank you, are heard. In an article I read in AARP magazine, I know I'm going to hear about that one, author Robin Flanagan talks about when we express appreciation to someone, it represents a sign of respect to the other person. In addition, it also helps us understand the importance of being grateful for the present, the experience, or the visit that we received. The article goes on to say that thanking you isn't out of style, but that going a step further and writing a note or a card may be a thing of the past. We blame COVID for a lot, but during that time, we were told to be cautious and to disinfect anything that came to us in the U.S. mail. It's so much easier to send a text or an email than it is to write a handwritten note. And it's easier. Again, I know I've sent a quick thank you text more than a few times. Whatever the reason, available time, expense, or pure ease, writing to someone isn't done as much as it used to be. Continuing in this article, receiving a thank you note sends a positive response to the brain, according to a professor at University of Massachusetts. The positive response happens from experiencing all methods of gratitude. The article really doesn't single out handwritten notes. I have to wonder if the positive response is similar to what people on social media experience when they gather likes or thumbs up from their posts. However we look at it, overall, people like and benefit from being thanked. Don't you think we can all use whatever positivity we can get today? October is known for being Mental Health Month, and this past Friday was World Mental Health Day. Calling attention to our mental health is just as important as being aware of our physical health. In recognizing 40 years of nurturing the human spirit here at St. Thomas, we recognize our pastoral care ministers for the care they unselfishly offer to our community. Within pastoral care, our mental health ministry has always talked about the importance of balancing our body, mind, and spirit. We're offering a mental health first aid class here at St. Thomas this coming Saturday, October 18th. The class walks through recognizing and understanding signs of mental illness. I've taken the class and cannot stress the importance of learning those skills taught, especially in the current situation our culture is facing. I've had the opportunity to use what I've learned when I encountered someone having a mental health crisis in my neighborhood. Please see me after Mass if you're interested in hearing more about this class. Understanding that there are many people in stressful jobs like air traffic controllers, first responders, medical professionals, those providing city or civil services, and clergy, for that matter, who would benefit from a simple thank you, we can all help with that. Whether it's a written note, a phone call, or email, showing appreciation for someone's work, actions, or generosity can make a difference. In concrete ways, every day, each of us has the ability to spread the gospel as well as the St. Thomas mission of being Christ in the world. Just a side note to that, with me being able to preside at baptisms and weddings and wake services, I have received countless thank you notes from people who have handwritten and either given it to me or mailed it to me. And I can't tell you what that means. It means so much that someone took time out to actually write a note like that. So if you have the opportunity, I know it could be expensive to, you could even just pull a sheet of paper out of your printer and just jot a note and put it on their door or whatever it may be, but it really does make a difference. So thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying awake. Thank you for supporting our mission at St. Thomas. Please be aware of moments this week where you may have the opportunity to thank someone. You really have the ability to change the course of their day and yours in the process. May God bless us, protect us from all evil, and bring us to everlasting life. Amen.